sorry for the beeping in the background. I'm in the hospital and machine's going off and nobody seems to care. Story of my life. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I would like to shut up though. So this little story time or whatever. I just read an article about somebody I know who abused and assaulted young children. So, from somebody who has been abused as a young child, I just want people to know, especially the pedophiles out there trying to make it like a law that children can have sex and that they are old enough and can comprehend what sex is, so they should no. Well, that's a different story. Anyways, so the story I want to tell you about, or the time I want to tell you about, is when I was an infant / toddler. I had a babysitter. I'm just gonna call her J. And her husband, who I'm gonna call him JJ, were to babysit me, and my dad paid them quite a bit of money just to babysit me for a few hours a day. And it was like every day though, except for like weekends, because my mom didn't work weekends. So they have no problem watching me. I'm a kid. I'm literally like not even old enough to comprehend what hello means. So, I had no say in what was going on. So I just went with the flow. I do that now anyways too. I try to. The wife, Jay, would go run to the store or do some kind of errands, and her husband, JJ, would be at the house watching me. He would lay down with me on the couch, and we would watch TV until, I kind of fell asleep, or something, I guess. And this is where I think you fucked up. And then we were laying down, and he took my hand and put it over his pants in his genitalia area. I don't know, and around his penis area, and I didn't know what to do. At that point, I didn't know what no was. I didn't know. I was always told you respect your elders and you do what they say. Well, that's not always the case, kids. So, sorry, it's not like I'm crying. I just have a really bad sinus infection right now. Well, my lipstick came off, but okay, so back to this event. So at first it was just him taking my hand and rubbing on the outside of his pants. Don't get me wrong, that's not right. I don't condone anybody doing that, especially to a child. But I'm saying at that time, that's all that went down. Yeah, so that's all that happened at that time. And then like a month, maybe 2 months pass, and I'm still being watched by these people. Again, Jay leaves, so I'm stuck with JJ, and he takes it upon himself to take out his penis and have me rub it. And like, I was in shock then. I'm still in shock now. Like, I don't understand how you do that to a child. And then he would make up any kind of excuse to get me to take a bath, or to help me potty train me, or say I had a dirty diaper all the time because I was an infant. I was really young. I was still in diapers. So he made excuses to have to go and be with me alone. And I guess nobody really picked up on it. And I didn't tell anybody until recently. I told my sister and I told my brother. And I don't know if they believe me or not. Because, you know, it has been so long, and usually that is something you tell your family. So I completely understand if they don't believe me, but it happened, and I remember it vividly, very, very vividly, and I remember it from I remember it. I just remember it. I can't even tell you the exact day he started or my exact age he started doing these things, but I was young. After a while of me rubbing him, he would rub me. He would tell people I had to go change, that he was going to go change me, and he would sit there and he would rub my vagina. And I didn't know what was going on. I knew that, yeah, it felt alright. Again, a kid. I'm not understanding of the feelings that go along with molestation. I was too little for him to actually rape me, so that didn't happen, but he did molest me for quite a while. And I just see all these people on YouTube, out in public even, trying to make it legal for grown adults to have sex with children, saying that children are sexual beings and that they want it. Okay, and that's kind of why I'm making this video. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, a child does not want that. A child doesn't even know what the fuck you're doing, doesn't know what the fuck you're even talking about. So don't sit here and tell me that a child is the one telling you they want this, because it's not true. Not at all. So when somebody passes you and they're like, oh no, they like it, bitch, they don't understand that it might feel good, but it's wrong. And every child knows that something is going wrong, especially seeing how usually that person says, don't tell anybody, it's our secret, don't tell anybody, it's our special game, don't tell anybody, it's this and that, and don't tell anybody. That's usually what a pedophile will tell their victims. Excuse me for moving you so quickly. Sorry, I had to take a little break. So, you know, when you think about it, and for one, when you think about having sex with children, you need to go get help. That is disgusting. Children cannot consent. That is why they have a statutory rape thing in the law. Like, that's a thing, it's real. It is super real. So, you know, don't think just because, you know, oh, well, he said it was okay. Yeah, because he doesn't want to not please you. A child wants to please you. A child wants to tell you what you want to hear. Especially seeing how when a child says no, they get in trouble for telling an adult no. So think about that one for a second. Like, children in their whole life has always been, you always respect your elders, you respect the adults, and you never say no to them. Well, if they're hurting you, no. You say no. That's, and people don't make that the exception because they don't think that would ever happen to their kid, but you have to realize there are sick people out there that are trying their damnedest, like they're really trying to make the age of consent 3 to 4, or like 4 to 6, and that just, if that's the world we're gonna live in, I don't want to live in it. I will gladly just kill myself. If that ever, it won't go through, because that's still hurting a child. That's child abuse. So, the law is pretty specific about shit like that. That's child abuse. Don't do it. Now there's nothing anybody can say that would make child abuse ever okay. It doesn't matter. You could tell me that the child was the one that instigated it and started it. Well, you're a grown adult saying, like, just, you don't even have to do much. Take them by the head and just hold them there. Like, you're an adult. You're the responsible person, or you're supposed to be the responsible person that makes sure that the kids around you are safe. You can't do that if you're, fucking them. It's a little food for thought right there. And when I actually saw this out on YouTube and stuff, and I watched documentaries about it, and that it is a thing, it blew my mind, and it made me feel like this world is nothing but filled with assholes and douchebags. Because who wants to go chase around a toddler to try to have sex with him? Like, toddlers are very active. They move. Toddlers are active. And they like to move. They like to be busy. They like to play. And again, they like to please the adults. They like to be good for the adults because that's how they are raised. They're raised to be good for adults. I think somebody's coming in here. If it is, I have to pause it again. But if they're children, no. Just no. Fucking no. That's all I can tell you is no. A child, no. There's like grown-ass men saying, yeah, I'm attracted to 4-year-olds. What the fuck does a 4-year-old have for you to be attracted to them? Innocence? So you want to steal their innocence. Okay, well that makes sense. I saw one adult said he was, and don't quote me on this part either because I'm not entirely sure, but his age range for being attracted to the ages between 3, I think, and 12, which is a really big gap, by the way. What the fuck is attractive about a 3-year-old? What the fuck is attractive about a 12-year-old? Nothing. Nothing.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, my name is Sinead, okay? I'm gonna check your blood sugar and take your vitamins.
Okay. Sorry, I had to pause. A nurse actually a care partner came in, and they don't like being recorded apparently. And I feel like someone else is about to come in, so I'm going to pause again. But before I do, it's just wrong. It's wrong. Pedophilia is wrong. And anybody who says it's not is fucked in the head. That's just as blunt as I can say that. Is you are fucked in the head if you think a 12-year-old is attractive. Unless you're a 12-year-old too, they're not fucking attractive. And even when I was 12, I didn't think anybody really was attractive. I was like, yeah, okay. Like, you know, they do that whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing, but you don't touch, you don't hold hands, you don't hug, you don't kiss, you don't do shit. You see each other in school and that's it. That's what, like, being an adolescent and dating is. You don't go around having sex with adults when you're a child. So, it's crazy the way people think about things. And it's definitely crazy that people would ever think that pedophilia is alright or it is acceptable. Honey boo boo, it's not. And Honey Boo Boo knows what I'm talking about, right? You know it's not okay. Like, everybody knows it's not okay to fuck a child. It is not okay to fuck a child. Not okay. Bad person. Bad whatever, whoever your name is. Shame on you. You hurt a child. You hurt a child. By having sex with a child, you are hurting them. They are not able to consent. And that is why there's a law against having sex with children, because they cannot consent. Alright, that's my ramble off for today. Well, another ramble for today. Ugh. I can't stand pedophiles. I really can't. And I don't know if it's because of what happened to me, or if it's because I worry about all the kids that I'm around all the fucking time. But I cannot stand pedophiles. I want them all. Never mind. Never mind. Anyways, everybody have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.